Did you know that a simple clove of garlic could be the key to unlocking a healthier you? But what if I told you that you might be using it all wrong? Stay tuned to discover the 5 crucial mistakes you're probably making with garlic and how to fix them. Today we're peeling back the layers of a common kitchen staple, garlic. This little bulb packs a powerful punch, but many of us are missing out on its full potential. From cooking blunders to storage mishaps, we're diving into the top 5 mistakes that could be costing you when it comes to your health. So grab your notepad because you won't want to forget these game-changing tips. Stick with us till the end so you'll avoid the mistakes that many people are making when it comes to garlic. Plus, we'll be sharing proven ways to get rid of garlic breath. Let's get started. All right, let's dive into mistake number 1, and it's all about how you're using cooked garlic. Now, don't get me wrong, tossing some garlic into your stir fry or pasta sauce is totally fine if you're just after some flavor. But here's the catch. When you cook garlic, you're saying goodbye to its super ingredient, allicin. Allicin, along with a bunch of other sulfur-rich compounds in garlic, is like the superhero of health benefits. Here's the deal. Allicin springs into action when you chop, crush, or chomp on raw garlic. But throw heat into the mix, and poof. There goes your allicin. This is why cooking garlic isn't the best move if you're aiming for those health perks. But hey, I've got a neat trick for you. When you're cooking with garlic, first crush it, then let it chill out for 10 minutes. This waiting game isn't just a test of patience, it actually ramps up the allicin formation, making it tough enough to take on a bit of heat. Then when you do cook it, keep it low and slow, and maybe add it towards the end of your cooking. This way, you're keeping as much of that good stuff as possible. Next on our list, mistake number 2. Why you might want to think twice before eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. You know how some folks swear by chewing garlic first thing in the morning, even before their breakfast coffee? Well, it turns out this might not be the best idea for everyone. Here's the scoop. While munching on garlic right after you roll out of bed might have its perks, it can be a bit rough on your tummy. A study I stumbled upon in the American Family Physician talks about how too much raw garlic, especially on an empty stomach, can lead to some not-so-fun stuff like stomach upset, gas, and even messing with the good bacteria in your gut. So, what's the takeaway? If you're keen on trying this out, start small. See how your body reacts. And hey, remember, just like some of us can't stand cilantro, there are folks who might be allergic to garlic. They could end up with bloating, nausea, or even skin issues like rashes. And while some can handle a tiny bit of raw garlic, upping the dose could bring on those symptoms. But don't worry, most people can enjoy garlic without any drama. So let's chat about mistake number 3, reaching for garlic supplements. I get it, not everyone's a fan of garlic breath or that intense flavor, so popping a garlic pill might seem like a clever workaround. But here's the thing, the easy route doesn't always cut it. Remember how I said raw crushed garlic is where it's at for health benefits? That's because it activates allicin, the star player in garlic's health game. Pills, powders, or any dried form of garlic just don't bring the same power to the table. When garlic dries out or gets processed and cooked, it loses that smelly phosphorus gas, which is great for your breath, but not so great for its health properties. Sure, dried garlic still has some antioxidants, fighting off those pesky free radicals, but it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight compared to raw garlic. And here's a fun fact found in research. Munching on raw garlic can sometimes be as effective as antibiotics for certain things. If raw garlic is a bit too hardcore for you, there's a workaround. Crush it, let it sit for a bit, and then mix it into your meal. Or if you're feeling a bit under the weather with a cough or chest congestion, try stirring crushed garlic into some honey. It's a natural remedy that might just do the trick. All right, let's dive into mistake number 4, skimping on the amount of garlic you're using. It's important to understand why just a tiny bit of garlic isn't enough, especially when you're trying to harness its natural healing powers. Think of garlic as your natural medicine cabinet. When you're facing down infections or trying to boost your immune system, a single small clove is like taking just a fraction of a recommended dose of medicine. It's simply not enough to make a significant impact. To really tap into garlic's full potential, you need to up your game. So why 2 to 3 cloves? Well, garlic is packed with compounds like allicin, which jump into action when you crush or chew the cloves. These compounds are the heavy lifters when it comes to fighting infections and boosting your overall health. But here's the catch. They're only present in significant amounts when you consume enough garlic. If the idea of munching on raw cloves makes you cringe, there are other ways to incorporate it into your diet. You could chop it finely and sprinkle it over your salad, mix it into a homemade dressing, or even blend it into a savory smoothie. Now let's talk about mistake number 5, which is all about the freshness of your garlic. This one's pretty straightforward. You've got to make sure you're using fresh garlic, not something that's been hanging around in your kitchen for ages. You know when you pick up a bulb of garlic and it's got that green strip running right down the middle of the cloves? That's a telltale sign it's starting to sprout and it's not as fresh as it could be. Fresh garlic is key because as it ages, it loses some of its punch, both in flavor and health benefits. And hey, while we're on the subject, let's talk about organic garlic. If you have the option, go for organic. It's generally considered the healthier choice, free from any of those pesky pesticides. Remember, the better the quality of your garlic, the better it is for your health and your recipes. So next time you're at the store or market, give those garlic bulbs a quick check. Fresh is definitely best. All right, let's dive into some handy tips for eating fresh garlic, especially if you're worried about garlic breath or digestion issues. I know not everyone's a fan of that strong, pure garlic taste. It can be a bit much, right? So, if you're finding it tough to include enough garlic in your diet, here's a little trick from the pros, the herbalists. Try this. Mince your garlic cloves and let them hang out for about 10 to 15 minutes. It actually helps in activating all those beneficial compounds in garlic. Once you've let it sit, the real magic happens when you mix it with something else. You could blend it with yogurt, applesauce, honey, or any other food that makes it easier and more palatable for you to eat. This way, you're getting all the goodness of garlic without having to deal with the strong taste head on. And here's a nifty trick for tackling that infamous garlic breath. Munch on some parsley afterwards. It's like a natural breath freshener and works wonders in neutralizing that garlic aroma. So next time you enjoy some garlic, keep a little parsley on hand. Your friends and family will thank you. I bet there were a few surprises in there, right? Now, I'm super curious to hear from you. Did any of these mistakes catch you off guard? Maybe you have a garlic trick or tip of your own to share. Drop a comment below and let's start a garlic lovers chat. And hey, if you found this video helpful or even just entertaining, give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and lets us know we're on the right track. Plus, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way, you won't miss out on any of our future videos to help you live healthy. Thanks for watching. Keep peeling and crushing that garlic and we'll see you in the next video.